babies, but then after a while they're like, you have to learn how to fend for yourself, kids. So when they start off and they're very little, they tend to have no marks on their body whatsoever. They're just clean feet. And then they start to kind of interact with each other and they start to get some of those rates. Those are from each other's teeth. That's one of the ways they do communicate with each other. So you see those kind of scratches on their body?
Yeah.
It's from each other's teeth.
Okay.
And you see that on dolphins every day. It's just how they communicate. How sometimes the parents will do it to the babies just to be like, hey, get back here. Don't ever do that again. Kind of a thing. But it can be affiliative too. It just kind of depends on the action, how it's done. You're going to get right here. You need to rub down. Very. Oh, that. You fell off. So yeah, they can't push them off. Yo-Yo is the mother of one of our youngest, Coco. And if Coco gets up on the wall to be pet, she really likes the attention, but Yo-Yo will come and push her off and stop interacting with those people. The Atlantic and Pacific bottlenose dolphins do look different. They all are the same species, just a different subspecies. Sort of like, you know, someone that's native to Europe and someone that's native to Africa are going to look different, but we're all the same, essentially. The Pacific bottlenose are much darker and much larger. So these are all good examples of the Atlantic that have been coming up to us as of late. They're a light gray color. They're your typical flipper, winter, tiny dolphin. It's really famous. They're usually about 6 to 8 feet long, a couple 100 pounds. They have that really light underbelly and the darker top. This may be Coco coming up with some color. Are you getting jealous? No, it's Naya. We do have some Pacific bottlenose dolphins in our SeaWorld parks. We have one that's full-blooded that lives here. We have one that's 3/4 Pacific that's in this pool. They are much darker, much larger, almost black in color, and a good 10 to 12 feet long. So we do have several hybrids. Some of our dolphins that are younger in here are half and half, so they kind of have a bit of a darker, kind of in-between color, and can be a lot bigger. Neely, one of the ones, she's made brief appearances over here. She's 2 years old, but she's bigger than most of the dolphins that are a couple years older than her, simply because she has more Pacific in her blood than some of the others. So it kind of gives them a little bit more variation in their colors. Normally they wouldn't necessarily come into contact with each other out in the ocean. Normally Atlantic and Pacific don't have that often, but here they do and they get along really well. So.
Got a little neck roll.
I mean, just kind of like if you did certain ways. You get a little wrinkle bit. So. Something that they would be doing with each other would be having that sex. Here's our little boy down there. He's a tiny guy. He's just 4 years old. You can see their little ears too, that little sunset. So they all have very different looks again after you start to see them for a while. Different markings, different color, different shape, different sizes. And they're tiny ones. This is Bliss. She's our smallest dolphin in the pool. She's about a year old. Not necessarily the youngest, but she's tiny. He went through those flashes too. She's kind of not normal. Normally she just likes to be close to Capri and do whatever Capri is. Sometimes she just kind of you like that? All sorts of very pretty noises. I can't understand their names, but it's kind of a nice way for us to be able to identify.
Yeah. Thank you.
Very much unlike the fish. Whenever they look at me,
Yeah.
they're observing me.
Now he's smiling.
That's why I think the bottlenose dolphin becomes so popular. It's kind of an animal, just because they look like they're perpetually young. You want to come up so everyone can touch you? Are you going to do it? Let's go to reach out and touch him.
Woo! Got me.
The
Little guy.
spray that sometimes comes out of their blowhole is not coming actually out of their body. It's just the water that happens to pool on top of the blowhole. When they take a breath, they're actually doing a big exhale before they inhale. And that's going to come in with that water that's pooled on top of the blowhole. Make sure it doesn't fall into their nasal cavity. And so they expel it out. So that's why you get that taste.
Do you think they like being pet, or they just do it because we like it?
Well, I mean, some of them do it because we like it, but they are very social. They usually, you see bottlenose usually in groups of 2 to 15, and so they interact with each other. So rubbing is something we see as affectionate behavior from dolphin to dolphin. So I think the touching for us tends to translate more. Like, that's kind of the, like, if you have a bird. Some of them, they have that sensitive tongue as well. They like to catch the light in their mouth. They like to feel it. We also have water into their mouth. Some of them find that highly enjoyable. Not all of them like it. We have 4 or 5 in here right now that really enjoy it. Yeah, there's stuff particularly weird at the top. Ice for them. Frozen jello molds can be quite popular. We'll freeze up jello, put some fish in the middle of it. We'll carry it around with them. We give them buoys. They're very popular here too. Also some of that pink fabric that we do for the buoy goods. Similar stuff. These guys aren't in a show here right now, but they are still trained. So we do train with all of them. Some of them are pretty young, so they're doing some pretty basic stuff. And all of their songs do come from their blowhole as well. Including jealous. This one over here is Naya. She may be the strangest shaped dolphin I've ever seen. She's got a very tiny body, very long, thin head. Super sharp teeth. She looks like a They're cute. We're in the back pretty recently, so sometimes interacting with people. There's not their faces, but they're very exciting. Hierarchy. Neely is one of the ones that's been out here. They do have blue eyes. He got chased away by big hello,
Attention horse.
Yeah. This is them competing with each other, checking out the new
There you go.
We'll feed them in a little bit. You'll be able to guarantee to catch them at that point. I know, come up in your mouth all over when you catch it, huh? They're like rubber. Very interesting. Yeah. There's 5 things you need to be considered a mammal, and one of them is hair. Now they don't have any hair at all right now. Just kind of, it keeps them more streamlined. You just pop it in their mouth.
You just had one.
They swallow it whole. The teeth are only used to catch that prey and to communicate with each other.
Who hasn't had one? Can't tell if I have.
It's okay. They have plenty of fish in there. They'll be doing more training and more feeding later today. So if everyone doesn't get a fish, I promise they're not going to go to bed.
It's already on record.
Okay. If you want to touch, I'd touch first, simply because they'll just kind of run off with your fish otherwise.
Let me see somebody else.
I recognize that sound already.
Laughing. Who wants the last one?
All these.
Oh.